Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the best time of your life. It is week 1 in the Little Cup League. I am so very excited because I get to celebrate week 1 going up against my rival Kakashi, my rival Nexus. I'm looking forward to this because honestly, I said it during the draft analysis. I've said it anytime I've talked about this. Little Cup is so funny to me. Like I will take every team building moment seriously and I will try to play to win. But like when I talk about the team that I built this week, I'm like, we're just throwing a bunch of babies at each other, man. That's all we're doing. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Leave a like, subscribe for more Draft League content. There will be some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production if you guys want to hop right on ahead of the matchup. Always recommend you guys watch the builder because it's so funny. It's so cute. I love it. That's why you're getting recommended to watch the builder this time around. But either way, I appreciate your time. You're going to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Timber, Vulpix, Pikipek, Hisuian Growlithe, Bulbasaur, Toedscool, Alolan Diglett, Impidimp, and Squovet. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. As I mentioned during the draft analysis, there are no Terras on this. There is an item clause. We can only bring 2 items of the same item per week. So only 2 Eviolite users, only 2 citrus berries, blah, blah, blah. Berry juice isn't in Scarlet and Violet, so we're looking good there. Yeah, it's a matchup. It's a matchup, guys. I don't even know what to tell you. I love it. We're gonna do our best. Hazard removal in the form of Timber and Toedscool. Definitely want to be careful of something like the Timber. Definitely want to be careful of something like a Vulpix paired with the Hisuian Growlithe. Bulbasaur might be a little bit hard to break for me. Like, what am I saying? I love it. Let's go ahead and start talking about the team here. Absolutely amazing. First up, we're bringing Blue the Squirtle. He's holding his Choice Scarf with the Torrent ability, Water Spout, Flip Turn, Ice Beam, and Surf. 4 EVs in HP, 196 in special attack, 4 in special defense, 252 in speed with a modest nature. If you're not familiar with Little Cup, the EV spreads are absolutely crazy because I have 52 left over because they literally don't go anywhere. I can't put them into my defense. I could put them into my attack, but then my foul play might not be as good. Like, I might take more from foul play. So like EV spreads are crazy. Nexus has 1 Pokemon on his team that resists water, and it is the Bulbasaur. If I can remove the Bulbasaur, Squirtle is very primed up, ready to go. With a Choice Scarf, we are outspeeding the entirety of Nexus's team, which is great. He can run a Scarf or 2 outspeed this, but if we can identify that ahead of time, we can play around it. We are outspeeding everything. The fastest Pokemon we have to worry about is a Alolan Diglett with 19 speed. But it is so funny. It's so funny. I love it. So we do get the opportunity to run Modest, which is great. We could, let me see if I feel like it would tell me if I can run Timid on here. If I ran Timid and I tried to put the rest of this, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, Modest the way to go. Give me those big water spouts, baby. I'm looking forward to it. Flip Turn, if we can prevent any sort of hazards, which we do have some hazard removal later on, which you will see. We do have also the gosh diggity darn Surf, just in case we do take some damage. Water Spout is not going to be as maxed out as possible. And then we have the Ice Beam. Ice Beam hits Pikipek super effectively, hits the Bulbasaur super effectively. So if we can kind of like make that prediction and go for the Ice Beam, maybe 2-shot it, do something like that, we'll go from there. Next up, we are bringing Sun the Mudbray. He's holding his Eviolite with the Stamina ability. We have Rest, Sleep Talk, Curse, and Double Kick. 36 EVs in HP, 36 EVs in attack, 196 in defense, 236 in special defense with a Careful Nature. From this angle, he only has 1 Pokemon that resists the fighting, again with the Bulbasaur. Being able to Rest, Sleep Talk paired with the Stamina is going to be able to keep us nice and healthy. The Eviolite is great on 70 defense and 55 special defense. Double Kick goes a long way. Damage rolls in Little Cup are wild. You can get one that does like 4. You can get one that does like 8. It's crazy. So just really being able to boost that. I was ideally thinking like this thing got body press, but it doesn't. So this is my next best bet with Rest, Sleep Talk, Curse, and Double Kick. Stamina plus Curse being able to really boost up our defense in the front of something like the Timber. In front of something like the Hisuian Growlithe, the Pikipek with Skill Link, something like that. We can definitely take advantage of that from there. Next up, we are bringing Green the Tentacool. She's holding her Eviolite. We've got our 2 Eviolite users there. With the Liquid Ooze ability, Rest, Rapid Spin, Flip Turn, and Haze. 36 EVs in HP, 236 in defense, 36 in special defense, 196 in speed with a Jolly Nature. With this spread, we're outspeeding we're outspeeding Hisui and Growlithe and below. I love it. I absolutely love it. Because we're not running max speed, there is no need to like really like I could try to outpace like the Vulpix maybe. Does that? No. Okay. Yep. It's going to give me most bulk overall. I'm not too concerned about the Vulpix. We'll play it by ear if Toedscool does show up. Rest again for the recovery. Liquid Ooze is great because if something like a Leech Seed goes off from a Bulbasaur, something Giga Drain, Drain Punch from Timber, something along those lines, the Liquid Ooze is actually going to penalize them instead of benefit them, which is going to be great. Rest gives us our HP back. Rapid Spin for the hazards. Grounded Poison type also for the hazards because they've got Toxic Spikes and Spikes on Toedscool, Rocks on Alolan Diglett, Rocks on Hisuian Arcanine, or Hisuian Growlithe. So having a Rapid Spinner for that will be very nice. Keeping hazards off the field will also help Squirtle in the late game there. Haze, in case of any sort of like bulk up, we both have the opportunity to bring Impidimp, so we could do like some screen setup there. So Haze really just kind of clear the field if we do so need to. Flip Turn is good for the momentum. We do have to worry about something again like the Alolan Diglett, like the Toedscool being faster than us, being able to do some good damage on there. Next up, don't know if it's gonna work. This one to me is the wild card set. If it works, you already know by the thumbnail. If it doesn't work, okay. But I was looking for another way to like reliably break something like Bulbasaur. So we're bringing Platinum the Bronzor. Now they're holding their weakness policy with the Levitate ability. I did want a ground immunity for the Alolan Diglett. Ice Spinner, Earthquake, Zen Headbutt, and Trick Room. We have 220 EVs in HP, 244 in attack, with a Brave Nature. That's it. That's where all of our EVs go. We have 44 left over. They don't do anything in defense. They don't do anything in special defense. I could put 4 in special attack for no reason. We are also running 0 IVs, so we end up hitting 6 speed. Just in case, because we do underspeed the Squovet. I want to be as slow as possible, obviously being the first thing to run in Trick Room. Ice Spinner, Earthquake, Zen Headbutt go really, really hard into Nexus's team. Earthquake is hitting the Alolan Diglett, Ice Spinner into the Toedscool, Earthquake into the Vulpix, Ice Spinner into the Pick-a-Peck, Earthquake into the Hisuian Growlithe, Earthquake into the Impidimp, Ice Spinner into the Bulbasaur, Zen Headbutt into the Timber, Zen Headbutt, Earthquake, anything into the Squovet. Hope is to take a super effective hit, take 1, live that hit because we have maximum HP investment, get the weakness policy up, set up a Trick Room, and then start to just hit as hard as we can, make it that much easier for Squirtle in the late game. Again, that one is like my, does it work? Maybe it will, maybe it won't type set. So we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens. Next up, we're bringing Pearl the Munchlax. She's holding her Figgy Berry with the Gluttony ability. We have Body Slam, Brick Break, Curse, and Recycle. 236 EVs in attack, 196 in defense, 76 in special defense with a relaxed nature. Again, looking to be the slowest thing if we are able to get up a Trick Room from there. We are actually underspeeding our Bronzor, so we continue to be the slowest thing on the field underneath Trick Room. We do need to be careful about knockoff. There are, let's see how much. Bulbasaur, Pick-a-Peck, Timber, and Toedscool all get knockoff, so we'll just want to be mindful of that. I don't want to lose my Figgy Berry unnecessarily. Curse, being able to set up our defenses. We've got 135 HP, so like very, very bulky. A lot of defense because we do have base 85 special defense, so I wanted to put as much as I could into defense with the relaxed nature. Body Slam and Brick Break go hand in hand. We've already talked about it. The Fighting Resist is going to be the Bulbasaur. After that, Brick Break looks nice. Body Slam also stab move. The Pokemon that resist that are going to be Alolan Diglett, which doesn't like the Brick Break, and then the Hisuian Growlithe, which also doesn't like the Brick Break. I went with Brick Break over Earthquake. Like, Earthquake makes more sense. It's hitting much harder than Brick Break would, simply because of the Impidimp. If Impidimp does show up, if it does go for screens, I do have the opportunity to use Brick Break from there. Last, but certainly not least, we are bringing Violet the Glamette. She is holding her Focus Sash with the Toxic Debris ability, Sludge Wave, Dazzling Gleam, Mud Shot, and Rock Polish. 20 EVs in defense, 236 in special attack, 36 in special defense, 196 in speed with a modest nature. We are leaving 20 EVs off the table there. Really, idea here is to live a hit, go for a rock polish, then hit as hard as we can. We've got 105 special attack. This was my second choice overall for a reason. It is a monster. It just, like, in comparison to like Squirtle with the water spout at 50 base special attack is like my win con that I'm thinking, like how I'm planning on winning the game. But Violet could very easily just like get a nice rock polish off in front of something and then go from there. Mudshot is hitting the Alolan Diglett. Sludge Wave is hitting the Toedscool. Mudshot or Sludge Wave are hitting the Vulpix. Sludge Wave is hitting the Pick-a-Peck. Mudshot is hitting the Hisuian Growlithe. Sludge Wave is hitting the Impidimp. Sludge Wave is hitting the Bulbasaur. Dazzling Gleam is hitting the Timber. Mudshot, Sludge Wave, all of the above are hitting the Squovat. So that's really the game plan here. If Bulbasaur doesn't show up for some reason, it also gives us a good opportunity to get Toxic Spikes up. Or at the very least, we can kind of force the Bulbasaur in a little bit if we do need to in order to wear that down for something like Mudbray, something like the Squirtle, or something like Munchlax if we so get to that point. So that's going to be the team, man. This is going to be a battle, baby. I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys at the battle. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the week 1 match in the Breejex Battle Royale Little Cup League. Little Cup is so adorable. If you guys missed the team builder, you guys see the 6 that I am bringing on screen. We're going against my rival, my one true rival here in Draft League, Numnexus. It seems we always manage to go against each other at some point during the season. If not, like, a good league opener. I don't know what it is. You better tap in. Leave a like, subscribe for more Draft League content. Definitely go check out Nexus's channel if you haven't already. Link will be in the description alongside the rest of our coaches. That being said, I will see you guys at Team Preview. Little Cup time, baby. What do you got for me, Nexus? What do you got for me, brother? We see the Vulpix. Okay. Oh, we're going to see offensive Bulbasaur with Chlorophyll. Okay, we do see the Impidimp for the little screens action. We see the Toedscool, and we do see the Diglett. Okay. All right. So, ooh. Okay. I was not anticipating the sun mode on this one. But I am a fan. What happens if I just lead off with Squirtle? Like, what happens with that? Yeah, I mean, I'm curious what happens if I just lead off with Squirtle, or if I just lead off with, let's lead off with Violet, actually. Let's lead off with Violet. Yeah, the Vulpix Bulbasaur, like I said, I don't think I necessarily expected the Drought combo, but it's there for a reason, so let's see what we got. Leads off with Jordan, the Timber. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better get Dazzling Gleamed. Yeah, that's play. Yeah, if you're like Guts Eviolite, I'm not trying to be about it, so let's just Dazzling Gleam. If you're not Eviolite, this should knock you out. You are Eviolite. Okay. Okay, Drain Punch did pretty high roll to me. Toxic Debris will go up. The Mac Punch is real. I will save this and I'll go out into green. There's the Mac Punch. Beautiful. I'm going to knock off your Eviolite, by the way. I did end up changing out knockoff onto this thing over Flip Turn. So we got knockoff Rapid Spin and Haze over the Flip Turn. Either way, it'll remove something. Like I'm assuming Eviolite. Like based on that damage, Dazzling Gleam should have always knocked you out, if not, like highly specially defensive. And this could be Guts Timber as well. So you have to kind of consider: do you want to switch out, get something poisoned, or switch out into the Bulbasaur, get that? Does withdraw. Okay. All right, so we're gonna knock something off here. Who's coming in? In comes Arpus. That's my favorite YouTuber right there. All right, so you have the Mycelium Mite. We removed your Eviolite as well. Okay, well, just your Eviolite. And you're going to get a little toxic damage there. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to take the ground move. I don't want to take the ground move that could come out here. So I'll just go out and apply them. If it's a ground move, so be it. We'll go on to the Bronzor here. Knockoff. We'll do a bit of damage. There's the rapid spin. Okay, that's fair. Toad School has the rapid spin. Okay, that's fine. Speed is going to go up. I still do have my guy at the end of the day though, which is great. I will just go for the Trick Room here. Withdraws. Perfect. Goes out into Sabo the Vulpix. Earthquake should do a decent amount to you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna go for that right now. We already see your 2 Eviolite users. Earthquake still max HP, has a chance to do some good damage. No Pick-a-Peck means this Earthquake's about to tickle. Beautiful. Let's go, Bronzor. Let's go, Bronzor. All right, who's coming in next? Who is coming in next? Limited turns of weather now. Maybe Heat Rock? In comes the Impidimp. Okay. I'm thinking Munchlax isn't a bad idea here. I'll just keep going for the Earthquakes just to get some damage. There's a Reflect. Okay, so you are going to be, well, I assume, like Clay. That's still not bad damage. I'll go for it again. There's the light screen. Okay. I have 1 turn of Trick Room left. I could go for the Zen Headbutt. Making the prediction into like Timber or Bulbasaur. I'll try it. Thunderwave. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just go for the Trick Room again. Worst case scenario, I still do have a... we're wasting Sun turns. I still do have Munchlax in the back. Which could go for something. We've got the Brick Break, which is good too, if this is Light Clay, like I assume it is. Withdraws. Okay. Can I get the Trick Room off, please? Goes out into Arpus, which is the Toad School. Okay. I do get the Trick Room off. Beautiful. Okay. Ice Spinner should knock you out. There's the Ice Spinner. Bronzor putting heavy numbers up today. Hold on. Hold on. Who's coming in now? Bronzor, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Put some respect on his name. His platinum, baby. In comes Jordan. Timber. Okay. Okay, so let's just go for the Zen Headbutt here. Knockoff cannot kill me. From Adamant Iron Fist. Zen Headbutt should do some damage. I can also get a flinch too. There's Drain Punch. Puts me down to 10. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Sunlight goes away. Alright, no more Bulbasaur. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Trick Room, 2 turns of Trick Room. Okay. I'll go for another Zen Headbutt here, see what we can do. Fully Paralyzed, that's the game you play. Platinum, you're doing the Lord's work right now. Oh, bulk up on the Timber. Okay. Alright, so you obviously are screens then. Yeah? Yeah, okay. I'll try to go for another Zen Headbutt here. And I've got Haze on Toad's on Tentacool too, so if I go down here, I'm not super worried about it. Try to get some damage off. I think it'll be an even, like, trade for me. Because I'll live this one. Yeah. Beautiful. And the Reflect goes away now, too. Okay. I think in a world where you let me do this again, I try to, right? I think in a world where you let me do this again, I tried to. Okay, that's fine. Bronzor, buddy. You did great. You did great. I'll go back out into green here, and I'm absolutely clicking Haze. So your bulk up, Drain Punch, Mach Punch, like Ice Punch, maybe? Knockoff? Have we seen that? You got the Liquid Ooze. If you want to Drain Punch me, so be it. Oh, maybe that's what I should have done on the last turn there, was try to keep Bronzor around and swap in on that Drain Punch. I guess that was the smarter play there, was to bring in Tentacool on the Drain Punch. I also want to be mindful. I want to be mad respectful of that Bulbasaur, too. That is going to be a problem. There's the Haze. Yep, get out of here. Get out of here. What do you got? Knockoff? Drain Punch. Ooh, the Liquid Ooze. Thank you. Take a little bit of that with you as you go. So you probably swap out here into what? I think we just knock off. So what is your last move? Is it Ice Punch for Mudbray? I'm gonna knock off. Vimpidimp comes in. We'll take its Light Clay. If Timber stays in, we'll take off the Eviolite, which is great. Timber's a huge threat. Timber out of the way. Munchlax feels good. Withdraws. All right. Give me an item. Skibbity gap. Okay. Life Orb. Ooh, okay. All right. So what is Life Orb Bulbasaur doing to me? I think I could... I could probably sack Violet here. Because I want to keep green around as a Timber check. Power Whip. Ooh, physical. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Good to know. Oh, I didn't see what you were at. Because, like, Ice Beam feels hella free right now. The 76 to 95. I'll just flip turn here. Because Ice Beam looks mighty free. All right, Ice Beam should knock it out on the next go about. Power Whip should put me in Figgy range. It does put me in Figgy range. Beautiful. All right, so I think I just go for the Body Slam, right? Like, just easiest enough. Take out the threat where it is, right? Like, it'd be some mean rolls if I went for a curse right now. Thankfully, Power Whip got me there. Withdraws. Okay, so we'll get a Body Slam off on something. Impidimp. Okay, beautiful. Body Slam might knock this out with poison. Beautiful. Let's go, Munchlax. No more screens. No more screens. All right, so that means now Timber comes out, and I go right out in a Tentacool. Is Diglett Scarf? I feel like Diglett's got to be Scarf then. But I don't think Scarf Diglett could mess with Squirtle then, could it? Okay. All right, absorb the Toxic Spikes. I will just go for the... So if you put me down to... Let's do this. Let's do this encounter here. Power Up does 50 to 60. I'm at 24. I'm at 20. I'll recycle, get my berry back. And then that'll put me back up to about 70. I think it's a losing thing. I think I just go for Body Slam. There's Power Up again. It'll put me down to 9. Body Slam to knock out the Bulbasaur. Let's go Munchlax. All right, 2 left. I've got Scarf Squirtle in the back, and I've got a Timber that Tentacool sits in front of pretty nicely. I think Bronzor set this up nicely. Getting rid of the weather, getting rid of Toadschool with Rapid Spin, probably some Spore action. I don't know if Toadschool gets Spore. Bronzor set us up nicely. Munchlax doing a little bit of punch in late game. You can't ever, as long as I go into Tentacool on the Timber, you can't ever get that back. Yep, here we go. We'll go right out into Tentacool here. I don't know your 4th move. Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Bulk Up. Is it Ice Punch? I'd have to assume so. Bulk up. Okay. Now, I feel like... Slime at what? 14? Yeah, I don't want to lose to Mach Punch, though. I always have to haze here. That's the sad part. That's the bad part. There's the Mach Punch. Yep. I always lose to Mach Punch at the end there if I don't go for the haze. And I keep Mudbray around long enough, too, at the end, right? To handle the Diglett. I feel like if we had knockoff, he'd remove it. He'd remove the Eviolite. So I think it's got to be like Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Bulk Up, Ice Punch. You could play for the freeze, right? But I'm going to knock off your Eviolite, or I'm going to take Diglett's choice item or Focus Sash right now. Focus Sash Diglett would be crazy. I could see it, though. There's the Mach Punch again. Yeah, you're not trying to get Liquid Oozed. We'll remove the Eviolite here. So, how much is a +1 if you don't have knockoff? How much is the +1 doing to me if I switch in on this Mach Punch right now? Because you don't have an Eviolite. I'll Rapid Spin here. Yep, you ain't catching me. You ain't catching me. There's the Ice Punch. There it is. There's the last move. Gets the freeze. Incredible. All right. How much is Squirtle taking from a +1 Mach Punch then? Because I think I have to go absolutely into Squirtle here now. There's a Bulk Up. Yep. All right. +1 Mach Punch is 47 to 61. Surf should always knock this out from here. There's Mach Punch. Beautiful. All right, and I think my safest bet is to go Mudbray on the Diglett, right? I think that's my safest play is to go... Worst case scenario, I come back out, right? Like, we do this encounter again. But I think my best play is to go out into Mudbray here. And Double Kick should finish it off. It's not Eviolite. Double Kick should always knock it out. There's the Earthquake. Oh, nice crit. Okay. Alright, you are Life Orb. Okay. Alright. That's unfortunate. That crit is incredibly unfortunate. I will try to go for the Double Kick here. But you always knock me out now after that crit. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. All right. That's tough. Okay. All right. We'll go into Squirtle. What are the odds? Do you get Sucker Punch? You probably have Sucker Punch, right? Oh, yeah, you absolutely get Sucker Punch. All right, well, a pickle we find ourselves in then. That crit was vastly unfortunate. Yeah, you get Sucker Punch. Shit. Wow. That crit seals the deal. Unless you don't have Sucker Punch. I'll find out right now if you don't have Sucker Punch. Wow. Wow. Okay. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Hold on. If you have Sucker Punch, I lose, right? If you have Sucker Punch, I lose right here. Right? Like... that's just it. That's just it. If you have Sucker Punch, I lose. No. Okay. All right. All right. So my hubris got the better of me. GG's to Nexus, by the way. There's hacks involved. There's hacks involved, and it is what it is. You know, walking away 2-0 over it. I definitely thought that he would have the with Sucker Punch, but maybe he didn't think I was faster. Maybe he didn't know I was Scarf. Maybe he didn't know I was Scarf at the end of the day. So either way, fun game. Little Cup is hysterical. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, show some love on that like button. As always, subscribe for more Draft League content. Definitely go check out Nexus' channel. Link will be in the description below, as always. Hope you guys have enjoyed. As always, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great, and I'll see you guys next week for game day. Later.